of said. Whirly word, no need to get into a spin. Oh, I see, you're trying to sound out some sentences, but you're having a bit of trouble. I expect it's because of those tricky words. What does this sentence say? It starts with the. We can't sound it out. We just have to know it. K-at. Cat. Wa-a-s. Doesn't say was. It says was. On. The. At. Mat. The cat was on the mat. I'm the amazing, tricky trickster, mistress of magic. And here before me is my big pink box of tricks, which is full of words we use all the time. But some of them are true and some of them are tricky. Let's see if we can pick and read more tricky words than true ones, so I can put them in my hat. What's this? And. That's not tricky, is it? That doesn't sound right. So it must be tricky. It's she. It can definitely go in my hat. Yow. That doesn't sound right. It's you. Another tricky word. At. No, that's not tricky. But this one is tricky. It says R. I'm going to put it in my hat. Another tricky one. It looks as if it should say to, but it says to. That means I've got more tricky words than true ones. She, you, are, and to. With tricky words, you have to note them and know them. Polly Phonics! Hello, Polly. Can you find the missing words in this sentence?
Went and park. We'll need to add some tricky words to make a sentence. How about we went to the park? We'll start with we. W and e spells we. Next, we need the word to. T and o spells to. And finally, we need the. We went to the park.
Well done. Nobody can trick you, can they, Polly? He. S, 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 s. Is. Is.
He and is, they're words we use a lot, aren't they? And they're tricky. Tricky words are the ones we can't really sound out. They come up all the time when we're reading. See how many tricky words you can recognise from the words I'm going to show you. Say them out loud as you see them. As. Your. Put. Also. Were. Whirly word! You sound a bit wobbly. He's trying to sound out some more sentences, but he's teetering and tottering with all those tricky words. Perhaps we should help. This sentence has 4 tricky words. There's a tricky word at the start. It looks like we, but it's we. G-o. But it's not go, is it? It's go. The next word is also tricky. It's not t-o, it's to. Now we come to a word we see a lot. It's the. And the last word we can sound out. Sh-o-p-s. Shops. We go to the shops. There are tricky words in most sentences. So there must be tricky words in most stories, including the one I'm going to tell you. If we had a sailboat, if we had a racing yacht, we could sail across the ocean. We could head for somewhere hot. We could hoist the Jolly Roger and become a pirate crew. We could find a desert island and some buried treasure too. And if we had a steam train, we could speed along the track. We could wave to other steam trains and their drivers would wave back. We could journey through the jungle. We could race across the plain. And we'd fight off all the bandits when they tried to rob our train. And if we had a rocket, we could travel to the stars. We could float around in orbit. We might even land on Mars. We could go out in our spacesuits and be taken by surprise by a crazy-looking Martian who had far too many eyes. But we don't have a rocket or a steam train or a yacht. But we have got each other, and that's better than the lot. Polyphonic! Hello, Polly. We need to find some words to make a sentence, and they're going to be tricky.
We've only got 3 words at the moment. B-a-g-s. Bags. O-n. On. And t-r-a-n. Train. How about the bags are on the train? So we need to add 3 tricky words. We'll start with the. T-h-e spells the. Next we need R. A-r-e spells R. And then we need another the. The bags are on the train.
You weren't tricked, were you, Polly? Off you fly!
Kids speak!
Most of the time I feel proud when my teacher puts my work up on the wall. I feel very pleased with myself and I feel that I've achieved something, like all the other people in my class.
I feel very pleased with myself because the teacher says it's good and my friends like the work that I do.
When the teacher puts my work on the wall, I feel nervous and happy and proud of myself.
I feel pleased because you don't say it's all scruffy and I have to do it again.
My friends think it's, sometimes they think it's very good, but sometimes they get jealous of it.
I felt very proud because knowing that I've done all my work and now it can be up on the wall so everyone can see.
Imagine a time long, long ago, a time when there were no hospitals, no doctors, no chemists. What happened when you were ill? Find out now on BBC Two in A Walk Through Time with Tony Robinson.
Good for you exercise, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, so I'm unfit, don't rub it in. I'll show her. I've just joined the health club. They've got fitness machines, a swimming pool, sauna. It won't be long before you see a new Tony Robinson. Perhaps I'll leave that for a bit. I had to go to the doctors for a checkup the other day, and since then I've been thinking a lot about staying healthy. If I want to live as long as her, I'd better look after myself. Anyway, I started to imagine what it would be like if there were no doctors to go to. Of course, that led me to thinking, what if there were no hospitals, no chemists to get medicine, no herbal remedies, nothing? And another thing, what if people weren't looking after our water and it was full of germs? We'd soon get ill, wouldn't we? Just thinking about it got me worried. Right, here's the question I came up with. How did people keep well in the past? And a voice in my head said, read your history books, Tony Robinson, and you'll find out. Well, I have. I've read about this town, and I've wondered about its people, and I've wondered and wondered, and I've read, and now I can see and smell the past everywhere I go. And armed with the facts and a good imagination, I'm now a time traveller. So come on then, put on your trainers and get ready for the longest walk of your life. We're going to answer that question. We're going to walk through time. Imagine a time long, long ago. Then a bit longer, then a bit longer still. When I say long ago, I mean a length of time that makes your mind ache trying to imagine it. We're here! We're at the beginning of our walk. Same place, look, it's the same river, but around 2,000 years before we were born.